The tweet says, Kyle Rittenhouse shot a sex offender, a domestic abuser, and an armed communist. The kid is only 17, and he's completed half my bucket list. Encapsulated in this message is this understanding that Kyle should be exonerated for any shootings because the people he attacked were a bunch of scum. It's a dumb argument, and I'm going to talk about it today. Hello out there. I am trying to get through.
With his powerful brainwaves cradled in the warmth of reasoning, it's time for Johnnie Walker Dread to straighten you out on a thing or two. Emanating all the way from exciting Las Vegas, Oklahoma, it's the Johnnie Walker Dread Show.
Let's take a look at Wisconsin Statutes 939.48, self-defense and defense of others. A person is privileged to threaten or intentionally use force. Oh, I don't need to read it all. I'll tell you what's not in there. Nothing in the statute says anything about the quality of the individuals involved. Not relevant. It is no better to shoot a bank robber than it is to shoot a priest. In the eyes of the law, all men are created equal. Women too. Yes, Joseph Rosenbaum was a total scumbag. He was violent, he was a drug addict, he was a loser. All those can be substantiated, but as far as the jury is concerned, none of that matters. And in fact, the defense is going to have a hard time getting that stuff in front of the jury. Why? Well, what is the charge against Kyle for Joseph Rosenbaum? It is reckless endangerment. What matters is, did Kyle act recklessly during that encounter? Joseph Rosenbaum's violent past is not going to be an issue there. It makes no difference. The only time it would make a difference is if Kyle knew about his violent past and therefore felt that his life was in danger because of it. It's highly unlikely that Kyle knew anything about Joseph Rosenbaum's background. And if you wanted to make that claim, you'd have to put him on the stand. And they don't want to put Kyle Rittenhouse on the stand. So Joseph Rosenbaum's past raping of little boys is not going to be broadcast to the jury. And that goes for just about all of his background. Now, what about his berserk behavior all night? The defense is probably going to get that in front of the jury. And of course, the prosecution is going to fight tooth and nail, but I have a feeling that the jury is going to see Joseph Rosenbaum acting like a lunatic. But just keep in mind that when it comes to the shooting of Joseph Rosenbaum, what are the facts? The fact that Joseph Rosenbaum ambushed him, important. The fact that Joseph Rosenbaum chased him, important. The fact that Joseph Rosenbaum tried to grab Kyle's gun, important. The fact that Joseph Rosenbaum is a scumbag, irrelevant. And the same thing goes for Anthony Huber. The fact that he's a domestic violence abuser, a repeat offender, irrelevant. Again, you'd have to show that Kyle knew that when he was being attacked. And there's no evidence to support that. And I realize that the past of these people are brought up because of it's banter, right? You get involved in an argument and see people say, oh, it's terrible what Kyle did to those poor people. It's natural to come back and say, are you kidding? Poor people, a pedophile, domestic abuser, drug addicts. It's understandable that comes out. In court, though, it's not going to have any bearing whatsoever on the charges. Because ultimately, the law treats the most vile, despicable creatures and good-natured community supporters pretty much the same. So it's a dumb argument to say that Kyle Rittenhouse is not guilty because the people he shot were scum. Like my video, subscribe to my channel.